What's up? It's 5 a.m. I'm still awake. So I just wanted to share a response that I wrote a while ago. It's on, immigration, this reform, sending these people back to where they came from. I found it very interesting, with this whole, you need to send these immigrants back to where they came from. So I'm going to go into some depth on our founding fathers, quote unquote, these discoverers, all these basically people from European countries who were essentially immigrants to people who were already settled here. Just saying. So here's what I had to say. Okay, if we're talking about putting people where they belong, then swarms of people need to work on rebuilding the Mayflower, along with various other vessels, and going back across the seas and oceans they crossed to impose on what was already home to indigenous people that we now call American Indians and Native Americans, vice versa. Illegal immigration is not new. At one point, and many of us will agree, it was called white people. More detailed identifiers include people of European descent, primarily from those regions, when Earth is getting started, people realized, oh, it isn't flat. But that's another story. And history books say Columbus discovered America. But a reality lived and facts that are found easier to ignore show people already existing in the vicinity that these immigrants of the new age need to vacate. I mean, even upon establishing the United States, and yes, I'm using United very loosely, Mexicans were already settled in territories that are now some of our great southern lying states. Shouldn't even say our, seeing how people of my darkly complected stature are often told to go back to Africa. My response to that, I appreciate what advantages and advances I have living here, but had our non founding fathers left well enough alone, maybe in the history of my family's accord, we'd still be there. Or traveling at our own will, at least. But anywho, most, and if you think about it, this relocating, deporting, most of these things were rarely voluntary. Internment camps. Even basically, if it has camp in it, in that sense, it was never really good, never really voluntary. No one had a guitar. There was no campfire. Just bad memories. But it's relocating in particular.